Let's see. And all right, we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Redline Racing League. Getting ready to come to you live from Phoenix for what is the regular season finale. And as always, we have our boy up in the booth to kick us off, Mr. Mark McAttack.
Yes, sir. How are we doing tonight?
Oh, we're sprinting, but we're getting there.
Right. Well, tonight we got the regular season finale at Phoenix. Now it is race 15, so the first 14 races are done. Now it's on to the race number 15 to decide who makes it to the playoffs. We will be taking the top 12 in points, and they will move on to fight for a championship. So, I'll go over the starting lineup here quick, and then we will get things rolling. Starting on the pole tonight, we got Dark Knight. Starting second is going to be myself, Mark McAttack. Starting third, we got Savage Bear. Fourth is going to be Hoosier Boy. Fifth is Memphis Phoenix. Sixth is Chief TP. Seventh is going to be Hootie Hoo. Eighth is going to be Cole Trickle. Ninth, we got P. Fulton. 10th is Danny MD. 11th is Dog. 12th is Shady Acres. 13th is Team 95. And rounding out the field will be Doing Work. So, got a 14 truck field tonight. Again, regular season finale should be a lot of fun.
Alrighty, brother. Can't wait.
Alright, man. We'll see you post race.
Yeah. And that is your field rundown. Getting ready to go. Now as the drivers get through pre-race drivers meeting as they always do, we'll take a look at where things go points-wise to see where we are near the cutoff. All right, so Team 95 sitting right on that cutoff line to make the playoffs. Only 3 points ahead of Dunlap in the 33. So we'll see how this one will all shake up. Yeah, Shady Acres Hootie Hoo in the 99. Behind Dunlap on the cutoff line. Little bit of a climb for those guys. Instead of it being 3 as it is for Dunlap, Shady Acres is down by 19. And Hootie Hoo is down by 26 as we're getting the invites rolling in, which means that we are probably getting close to going green. Also, shout out to the best wife ever. Mine. Y'all can be jealous. It's fine. As now we'll hop right in this one. Find your drivers, see where they at. There's Team 95. If there's no Dunlap, that means he might just lock himself in, but we still have Hootie Hoo. So we'll see how this all shakes up. Final tally will be brought to you pre-race next Tuesday. See who will fight for a championship. But here we go. Dark Knight on the pole. Mark McAttack to his outside, but the 00 gets it going green, and he is getting far away from that 20 truck. Ducking it all the way to the inside. Now here we go. Excuse me, into turn number 2. Whoa. A little bit of that streamer lag. But we got worked out, and here it goes. Who's your boy? One of the Day brothers. Trying to get through to second. How about this paint scheme? Throwback to the old Steve Park #1. I know that scheme. Back in the early 2000s, the DEI #1. Nice little throwback here for the regular season finale. As the lead, as we already know, Mark McAttack has taken this regular season championship up by 122 over Savage in second. 3 people in here. What's up, y'all? Now battle for that 3rd spot. Savage Bear going to that outside. Oh, and here comes one boy, Phoenix. Sits 3rd in points, that 41 does. Sits 5th on track. Meanwhile, back up at the front, Mark McAttack to the inside of that 00. No run off the exit for Dark Knight. And he'll fall in line the second. Tries to cross over the 20. Just too close. Ends up bump drafting the 20 all the way across the start-finish line. He'll fall through to second. Now the battle for 3rd still going on. Meanwhile, as soon as I say it's over, oh, Dark Knight got tight, ran it up the track, and Mark will win that battle once again. Now back to 3rd, still side by side, Savage Bear and Hoosier. Oh, Hoosier goes way wide through turn 4. Oh, in contact with Memphis. Meanwhile, Chief TP sitting back there wondering what he's going to do. Hoosier had a really good run through 1 and 2. Savage was there to cut that one off. Kept the 12 behind him. Hoosier really not how he wanted to do 3 and 4 there. That allows Memphis through. That is 4th position now for the 41. And 1st through 3rd really aren't in a battle. But 4th and 5th, that is Chief and Hoosier. Only 4 points separate those two, and they both sit 4th and 5th. No, 5th and 6th, my bad. Who's on the wrong driver? My bad. Now Hoosier sits 4th. Oh, Chief tried to squeak his way through. Crossover by Memphis Phoenix. Now Hoosier looking to get it back by the 41 in the tire tracks over the 8. To the inside goes the 12. Up into the 41. Got tight. 3 wide now as we go through turn 2. Oh, truck around. Hootie Hoo in the 99. And he'll immediately bring it down pit road and get that truck fixed up. Lucky where it happened. And now Chief TP getting by the 41. Meanwhile, Mark McAttack up at the front. Oh, making a green flag stop. I thought we were under yellow, so Mark pits under green. Along with Dark Knight, and I believe that is... Oh, P. Fulton now. Yeah, P. Fulton done for the day. Dog Pound down pit road. Oh, it was doing work. That's who. That's who it was. And now Savage Bear in the number 8 brings it down. Kind of forced his hand here is Hoosier Boy. He will also come down pit road this time. Chief TP and Memphis on track dueling each other. Oh, and Hoosier. Oh, he almost spun it, but he had to swerve to get that thing to the right speed. Cold Trickle staying out. Here comes TP and Memphis down pit road. Mark McAttack stretching his lead over the 00 under those green flag stops. Here's Savage Bear in third. Hoosier Boy coming off the pit road here. And I believe he's on a different strategy than Mark. He comes out ahead. Mark sitting, waiting in the wings behind him. Trucks still need to pit. They still have 9 laps to go as they cross the line. So Hoosier's got to hold on for 9. Right now, your leader on pit road. We'll see who that is. Oh, and there goes Mark by the 12 of Hoosier. Here's Memphis Phoenix. He sits in second position. So who the bloody... Says Memphis sits in second, but it also... Oh, Memphis is your leader. It was Danny MD who was your race leader. So Memphis. So Danny MD tries a different strategy here, which we're accustomed to seeing Danny do. This could work out great, though, for that 63 truck. This will give him good track position. So we'll ride on with Memphis Phoenix. He's got a handful of laps to try and hold that number 20 off. Six to be exact. Mark, you can tell, is definitely faster. Mark going all the way down in the dog leg, and he gets by the 41. So Mark retakes the lead. Memphis down to second. Danny MD still holding on to third. This would be huge. That 63. So I believe Mark took 4 tires while everybody else took 2. That is the difference you see on track. So something to add into the note banks on what these drivers are going to do throughout this event. Now as drivers cross the line. Three to go. Meanwhile, this battle up front ain't over yet. Memphis is still keeping it tight with the 20. 2 to go this time by when they cross the line. Yeah, Memphis is not going anywhere. Mark cannot shake the 41. Mark gets a little wide through 1 and 2. Oh, but Memphis gets loose. White flag, 1 to go. What does Memphis have for the 20, if anything at all? Hoosier we saw get loose and lose the spot to Dark Knight. So Hoosier still inside the top 5, but not going to get the 4th place finish he was hoping for in this stage, in every position to point. Meanwhile, Mark gapping the 41. He'll take it into turn 3 and 4 as low as it can go. He'll come out of 4, see the green and white checkered, and Mark McAttack will win stage 1. And as requested, this stage break is brought to you by the Bidet Brothers. If you're not feeling fresh, that's okay. Just call the Bidet Brothers to give you that clean feeling that Orbit Gum could only dream of. And just remember the famous slogan, squirt, squirt, smile, smile. Now, under this stage break, what do these guys do to try and keep up with this 20? Memphis on a different strategy, was able to keep tabs on Mark up at the front. But we'll see what can Dark Knight or Savage do. Dark Knight got the pole in qualifying. We'll see if he can find that pole speed here in stage 2. But here we go into the restart zone. Mark McAttack leads them to it. Memphis Phoenix to the outside. Mark dives it into 1. Rides it up the track. It's right in the 41's line. So no challenge can be made by Phoenix on that run. Meanwhile, 2 by 2, every damn where. Hootie hoo. And Dog Pound going at it near the back. Side by side, the 19 and the 99. Meanwhile, Cole Trickle trying to move his way up through the field. And now under fire from doing work. Oh, a little bit of stream watching. And again up at the front, Dark Knight starting to flex that muscle he showed in qualifying. All over the bumper of the 41. Applying the pressure. Gets a little bit tight through 3 and 4. Had him on exit though. The 41 got a little bit squirrely. The 00 could have acted upon it. He could have gone right around. Meanwhile, the 8 of Savage Bear goes way wide through 3 and 4. That could allow Hoosier Boy to get back into the top 5, and it does. The crossover now by the 8. And then up at the front, Dark Knight to the outside of the 41. And wow, the 41 gets wicked squirrely. I don't know what happened there. We'll look on the nose. Oh, he dove it too low. Memphis did. Caught the inside wall going into turn 3. So he dove it right here, caught that inside wall, shot him wide. And now Dark Knight, as he's done on multiple occasions this season, has the job of running down your race leader in Mark McAttack. Meanwhile, Savage Bear and Doing Work are doing battle here for fourth. Oh, Mark getting his mandatory pit stop done early. Dark Knight, now your race leader, Danny MD, just getting off of pit road. Dog Pound just getting on behind Mark. Oh! Savage Bear getting a little bit of contact from Doing Work as he tried to get into the pits. And now there is your race leader, Dark Knight, on pit road. Mark McAttack just hitting the pit exit. Right now, Memphis Phoenix is your race leader. Who's your boy in second? Yeah, I think I just heard Who's Your Boy is running third. And the 28 of Shady Acres. Oh, Mark. Hoosier off the pit road, out behind the 41, Memphis Phoenix. And Hoosier, as quick as he came off, is going back in. We've seen this strategy on multiple occasions where drivers will come out and take their other mandatory pit stop. They will have enough fuel in order to make it to the end. So we'll just have to wait and see. And now, though, we'll get... Whoa! Hoosier around! Not Hoosier, duh. Fucking... excuse me, Hootie Hoo! Get the back going. Memphis on pit road. Mark, what kind of damage did he suffer after getting involved in the 99 spin? Now, Mark McAttack continues to pace this field ahead of Memphis Phoenix. I don't think the 20's come down for his pit stop yet. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Is it Memphis or is it Dark Knight? Or is it Mark or is it Dark? Hoosier sits fourth. Yeah, it's Dark Knight. That is your race leader. And I think I just heard Mark got caught speeding on pit road for what was his final stop. So he did come down. I just completely missed it. My cat was basically licking a shoe. So I got a little distracted by my dumbass cat. Well, he's done bootlicking, so now he's just gonna go lay on the couch. My producer being pretty damn distracting. But Dark Knight pacing this field with Memphis Phoenix in behind him, 3 laps to go. As they now come out of turn 2, as I saw on the stream. Can Memphis run down this 0-0? This is going to be a huge stage win for Dark Knight. If he can hold on to do it. That's a playoff point that gets carried in. Try and gather as many of those that are left. Right now, only 6. As they come 2 laps to go. Just double check, make sure that I'm right on that. Nope, white flag. I was off by 1. So this is the final lap of stage 2. Dark Knight will go into turn 3 with the gap he needs. 41's got nothing for him. Dark Knight will see the green and white checkered. He'll dive it below the yellow, and he'll take stage 2 and get that valuable playoff point. That'll definitely be beneficial to him as we head into the playoffs next week. And Memphis Phoenix 2nd, Danny MD 3rd, Who's Your Boy 4th, Cole Trickle rounding out your top 5. Doing work in 6th, Savage Bear 7th, Shady Acres 8th, Dog Pound 9th, Team 95 rounding out your top 10. Mark McAttack finishing just outside of the top 10 in P11. Also, Chief TP is out of this one along with P. Fulton. Unfortunate. And Mark having to come back from 11th or 12th all the way in the back because of the speeding penalty. We've seen him do it before, but he's got a whole gaggle to get through. And Danny MD's pit crew gets him a +1. Green flag is out. This is for everything. And here comes Memphis Phoenix. 5 playoff points for the winner. Huge, with some of the gaps between the drivers being so small. 3 wide. Who's Your Boy splitting the difference in between Danny MD and Memphis. Danny MD, the real loser in that one, lost 3 spots. Meanwhile, Hoosier makes contact with Doohan, and now he's side by side with Danny MD. That is for 4th. Mark already passed 4. Gets a little wide out of 4 to cross the line. Right now he's up to 8th. And look at doing work. He's found something in that 23. Just the extra points would be amazing for doing. But he also has the 12 all bearing down on him. Mark gets by Cole Trickle. That's for 7th. Savage Bear holds 6th. A little bit of elbows out there by the 20, getting the 55 to give him a lane. Savage Bear, especially everybody in front of him, hoping that lasts a little longer. 24 laps remain in this race. Mark closing the distance. Doing work, gets to the inside of the 41. Gets a little wide, but it will pay off on that exit speed. Savage Bear holding off the 20. And Mark playing that patient game. He knows he has 2 pit stops till the end here. So plenty of time to use a little bit of strategy to make up that ground. Meanwhile, Dark Knight is loving this. Keep on fighting, everybody. I will keep doing my thing and breaking away from you. Oh, Mark McAttack. Oh, tries to get to Hoosier. Can't do it. Savage Bear not letting him. And now Mark to the inside of the 12 to get back into the top 5. And he does just that. Hoosier down to 6th. Does not get the crossover run that we've seen on multiple occasions here this evening. Mark slow and methodical. 20 laps to go. And doing work to the outside of the 41 now. He clears to 2nd, the 23. Memphis with a little bit of a run out of 4. Dylan giving him a lane. Very respectful driving out of that 23. This is a turn where the outside can still be pretty good for you. And you see him get that little bit of momentum. He clears the 41. This time he's going to dive it just a little lower. He's not going to let the 41 of Memphis get that run he did on the last lap. And he does not. Meanwhile, up at the front, Mark clear to 4th underneath the 8 of Savage Bear. Savage fights back on the outside, though. This battle ain't over. If Steve Park can beat Bobby Labonte, Mark McAttack can be beat by the 8 of Savage. However, Savage got real tight into 3 and 4, had to chase it up the track. And he will lose the 4th position. Meanwhile, giving the 20 just a friendly shove, letting him know that he's there. But Mark feels no pain. He is through to the 4th spot. Now his eyes set on 3rd. With the 23, who gets passed by the 41 again. Memphis and Doohan really having a hell of a fight. Doohan fighting his way from the back of this field. Actually, last place. Mark to his inside. He is all over the bumper of the 41. Now, how does this change things? He squeezes in between Mark and Savage, but Savage breaks to his inside. $15 to go. Maybe it's just one pit stop. I don't know. We'll see. Meanwhile, the 00 has broken to an emphatical lead. Absolutely gone is Dark. That's mostly because the 41 and the 23 have really been having their own little back and forth. Now Mark up to 3rd now, sets his sight on that 41 truck. The red and blue Savage Bear down pit road. You see in the back. Hootie hoo. He makes on. He barely did. Mark trying to get to the inside of Memphis. Memphis is not the kind of guy to make it easy. And Dark Knight down pit road. Memphis inherits the race lead. All engine noise completely went out the window. Doing work. Hoosier also down this time. Short pitting. .41 will pit this time. Mark will inherit the race lead. Or not. Here comes Mark McAttack. Gaming with Jacob says hi. What's going on, brother? Riding on here with Savage Bear until I know exactly what's going on here. Mark's sitting in fourth. Hoosier just getting off of pit road. And then number 12. This pass on those drivers that were just on pit road, not for position, that is just to get his lap back, is Danny MD. That is your race leader. He sits on pit road. Hoosier looking like he might inherit the race lead. He is ahead of Dark Knight. Danny MD on pit road. Team 95 still yet to pit. But we've seen some crazy things out of Danny before. Danny MD just getting off of pit road. And Hoosier Boy is your race leader ahead of Dark Knight by 2.5 seconds over Savage Bear by 4, over Memphis by 4.4, over Doing Work by over 4.5. Mark McAttack is not even in the top 5. Everybody undercut him. And so now Mark has a lot of work to do in order to catch this 12 of Hoosier, as he is down by over 4 seconds now as everybody closes in on this 12. He's really trying the strategy play. Hoosier got his first stage win, now wants his first race win. 6 to go. He just has to hold on. 8 more laps, sorry. That's why I rewound. 8 laps he has to hold on. Now we saw in stage 1 when Mark took those tires, or took the 4 tires, he was able to close that gap pretty quick. But right now, the gap's staying relatively the same. Let's go look at Mark, see where he's at. Double passing! Oh, he dove it in! He tried some, says it was not a good move. He tried the double pick slide job. It did not pan out. Mark will have to line him up and try it again. Hoosier getting that gap tighter and tighter. Meanwhile, he is limping that 12. His right front is screaming. He just has to hold on for another handful of laps over not Danny MD, over Dark Knight. Dark Knight is closing that gap. 5 laps to go for the number 12. He has just enough fuel to get him across the start finish. But does he have the right front to do it? Down to 14%. That tire is squealing. Meanwhile, 4 laps remain. 4 to go. He is literally on the cusp. Here comes Dark Knight to the inside of the 12. This will be huge. And Hoosier gave it his best effort. Dark Knight not clear yet. He is now clear. Hoosier falling to second. 3 to go. Now here comes the 41 looking to pounce. Dark Knight, your new race leader with the 41 riding in strong behind him. And this is looking like a fight for the win here. Mark McAtack nowhere in the conversation yet. Now here we go, side by side for the lead. 2 laps to go. And the 12 trying to limp it. Dark Knight goes way wide through 1 and 2. That'll give the lead to Memphis. He's going to try and dive it into 3 and 4. Memphis Phoenix takes the white flag. Does Dark Knight have anything for Memphis Phoenix? And that 41. Memphis down through 3. Out of 4, he's got the gap he needs. Memphis Phoenix wins the season finale, regular season finale at Phoenix. How fitting. Hoosier blew the right front. And he finishes 5th. Mark cleared him to get 4th, doing work, finishing 3rd. Cole Trickles 6th, Savage Bear 7th, Danny MD 8th, Shady Acres 9th, and Dog Pound rounding out the top 10. And for the first time ever, I just thought about it, we're going to have a top 3 interview with no Mark McAtack in it, as he finishes 4th. Never could quite recover from that speeding penalty on pit road. And now we wait for our top 3 to join the booth.
Fuck you. I had a good car for the long haul, but I was pleased with the race. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Alright, fuck. It was weird as left front, the car turned right.
Goodness,
Hey,
guys,
buddy.
PS4 is slow. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Think you could get a Dark Knight?
Dark and Doan and Davey. Or Memphis, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep, I got
Yeah,
you.
I don't know why. I thought I had Dark Knight on here.
Alright, there we go. Alright, we got everybody here.
All right, let's get this one underway. The first top three interview without a number 20 in it, and we kick it off with a number 23, though. The man who finishes third, Mr. Doing Work.
Yeller.
Well, what's going on, buddy? Another top three for you. Good way to end off the regular season. Walk me through your race, buddy.
Well, it was good to be back behind the wheel again. Missing the last two races with some stuff going on, so it was good to get back in here and cap off the regular season with another top three. With qualifying, top four qualifying lap, had to start from the back because I was letting my kid run around out here earlier, and I put in an automatic transmission for him, so I had to go swap back to manual. So I started from the back, just kind of taking my time because if you're pushing at this track, you're gonna burn your right rear up pretty quick. So kind of just split that stage in half. Ended up getting up to eighth, I think, and then same thing for stage two, just taking it easy. About split it in half. I think I gained 2 spots from where I was then, and then the last stage again, I think I went a little bit farther than half. I can't quite remember. I kind of just listened to the field, what they were doing and stuff, and tried to act on what they were doing. But yeah, it was a good truck, man. Definitely with a little bit better strategy, I think I could have had a shot to win this one. A really good truck for sure, though.
Yeah, and I know you ended up having to start from the exact rear. You were the caboose in this train. Yeah, and walk me through the difficulty of working your way up through the field on a track like this. Even though there's potentially a lot of passing opportunities, there's also another track that's difficult to pass with crossovers and slide jobs and all that.
Um, yeah, my mojo spot tonight was off of 2. That's where my truck was best at in 1 and 2. So I was able to drive in pretty deep and then get back on the throttle pretty quickly coming out of 2. So that's kind of where I set my passes up. And then if I didn't complete it at the exit of 2, I had the momentum going down the back stretch into 3. So yeah, it was just a good truck overall. It pretty much did whatever I wanted to do. Never really broke loose on me too bad. Um, yeah, and then I thought I freaking turned Hoosier coming to the checkered, but he ended up blowing a tire. So if it wasn't for that, you'd be talking to him instead of me. So I hate that happened to him. He had a pretty good strategy. Tried out there at the end. Another 2 less laps, it would have worked out for him for sure.
Well, I mean, I hate to say it, but his loss, your gain, and you ended up finishing third. Now, you said you missed 2 races. Does this kind of give you that added, not motivation, but can't remember the word I'm thinking of, confidence, something like that, going into the playoffs now?
Yeah, I mean, I've had confidence all year, for sure. Without missing those last 2 races, I think I was sitting battling for third, fourth in points. I only dropped 2 or 3 spots. Hopefully tonight might have picked me up another spot back up. It sucks losing those playoff points. I can't remember if that's how Mark does it or not. It sucks losing the points to enter the playoffs with where you're at in the standings. So that's going to hurt a little bit, but um, we've had good trucks everywhere all season, so it shouldn't be too bad. Just take it one race at a time and go from there.
All right, brother. Well, congratulations on your third place finish, and way to round out the regular season, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And now we go. The man who finished second after a hard-fought effort, didn't have enough there at the end, but still comes home on the podium, the 00 of Dark Knight.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, just having fun. But, I mean, didn't get the result you wanted. You had a shot there at the end. What more did you need for that 41 truck in order to take this one away?
I should have pitted a lap later than what I did. I could have went another lap, but Memphis was on his lap or 2 fresher tires. Battling with Hoosier there kind of got him to us a little quicker, I had to run Hoosier down. I don't know what he did in the pits, but I had to run him down there at the end. And I don't know, it brought Memphis a little closer, and I just couldn't hold him off, and I wasn't going to try to battle him because I was already getting a little loose, tires a little worn. Uh, Hey, it is what it is, but I'll take second. I got a stage win, pulling some strategy there in the second stage. Came in second, first stage. I can't ask for better than that, I don't reckon, other than winning. But, hats off Memphis there. He had to drive to get it, though, that was for sure.
Yeah, and I know where you're sitting in points on the back half of the point standing, so I know that stage win is definitely going to be beneficial to you going into these playoffs. And you've been really coming on strong late here in the going. Is this starting to add a little bit of momentum to you as we go into these playoffs, as it starts next week?
Yeah, there's a bunch of good tracks. I've got good trucks for most tracks. Just being consistent, staying out of trouble, main thing. I can run up there with the guys. Just can't shoot myself in the foot,
All right, brother. Well, hey, congratulations on your second place finish, and we will see you next week in the playoffs.
All righty, man. Appreciate your broadcasting.
Yes, sir. And that moves us on to our race winner, number 41 of Memphis Phoenix, getting his second win of the year.
Congratulations, Phoenix.
Memphis? Got your ears on, brother? Oh, you're fine. But, hey, man, congratulations on your race win, man. You had to bloody earn this one. Every time you were going for the lead, it was a battle that you had to endure. I mean, walk me through this truck. What made it so good and able to pass these guys with such ease? Yeah, because I know you didn't get the qualifying effort that you may have wanted. You still had a good qualifying effort, but the way this truck was set up was for that long run, like you said. And I know that you've been really, like Dark Knight, really pushing it on these last couple of weeks, really contending for these wins. Is this really helping you, like, get that confidence going into the playoffs? As you sit third in points, so you're already starting off ahead of the 8 ball on that. Is that really helping you with the confidence going in to the playoffs? And I've got to go and look at the schedule. I haven't looked at the schedule yet. I think it was everybody's mulligan, honestly. But I know that I know you've been having these strong trucks. What is your main objective going into these races when you're setting these trucks up? Is it the same every time, or do you try and mix it up depending on the track? Yeah, well, you've definitely been bringing the fire as of late, and you've been really flexing your muscles through the road courses especially. I know we don't have any of those, which I'm kind of grateful for, to be honest with you, but I mean, there's really no track I've seen you perform bad at, man. I mean, you have just been on rails. But hey, man, congratulations on your race win, and we will see you next week to kick off the playoffs at Auto Club. And that will do it. For the first time, I'm going to say it again, for the first time this season, we do not have to interview Mark.
Oh, man.
Them's the rules, baby, but as always, we call it a do. This race at Phoenix was an absolute gem. Absolute close finish at the end between Dark Knight and Memphis Phoenix. Memphis Phoenix gets the win at Phoenix Raceway. How fitting to end this regular season. Mark McAtack, obviously your regular season champion. And we look to kick off the playoffs at Auto Club next week. We look forward to seeing you there, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. But as we do every week, we close it out. This has been the Redline Racing League at Phoenix. My name is Walbridge, and we